So, where are we destined for?
Rio de Janeiro!
I want to go to my father's house. There must be some clues there about what really happened back then. Something that can exonerate my dad and reveal Dr. Marcel's evil ploy.
That's also a good idea.
I'd have to know where exactly this house is. And how one operates this thing.
Where am I? What happened? There must have been an accident. Harvey? Harvey? Are you all right?
I'm okay. You don't get hurt easily when your spine is made of terry cloth. But we seem to have lost a whole lot of things.
This will never again win a classic car show. They weren't so big on lightweight construction back then.
Oh, hello.
Have you sorted things out?
I can't believe we had an accident.
I guess these things just happen if you put a wacko in the driver's seat.
Yeah, one of you probably should have driven.
Where are the others?
Alaman clambered up the slope after he came to. Was mumbling something about an epiphany.
I'm afraid he might have lost the rest of his marbles now. He didn't have many left to begin with, anyway.
I didn't see the Keymaster anywhere. Did you, Marty?
Nope.
Does the car still work? All right, I take that question back. Don't you want to go on?
Let's put it this way. It's not exactly at the top of our list.
The guards from the asylum have put a roadblock further down the road. If you're smart, you'll stay here with us until they give up the search.
It's much more cozy in here anyway.
What are you up to?
Marty has invented a card trick.
It's more like a system.
Yeah, a system. He's hiding the Ace of Hearts using a system that only he knows.
And Hottie has to figure it out.
I'm almost there.
I believe he would have gotten it a while ago, if it weren't for the electric shocks he keeps getting from the car. Every time he's about to pick the correct card.
Every darn time. Strange coincidence, that.
Would you like to have a try?
Sure, fire away.
If you pick the right one 3 times in a row, you win.
Is there a prize?
No. Are you ready anyway?
Yeah, so what now?
Pick a card. The 3rd card. Positive? Right. 2nd round.
Oh, I'm on a roll. Well, a roll of 1. I mean, we got out of there, so I'm pretty excited about that.
Okay. The first one. Are you sure?
Well, yeah, I mean, a 25% chance every time.
Wrong. Next try. The second from the left. Are you certain?
No, I'm not a clairvoyant. Oh, pretty good.
Right. 2nd round. The 3rd card. Positive? Wrong. Next try.
Well, this is one way to pass the
The
time.
second from the left. Are you certain?
No, I'm going with this one.
So, the last one. Totally convinced?
The real problem here is that what if the guards find us? I mean, we're just sitting here with lights on, no less, and you have a cigarette. That's more light.
Wrong. Next try.
They never got rid of their sweater, though. Because despite everything else, these two are bonded.
The second from the left. Are you certain?
Served me well in the past.
Wrong. Next try.
Enough with this game. Gotta run.
Don't let the door hit you on your way out.
Well, I'm glad they're not hurt.
Nope, not even wild Harveys could drag me there.
Let's smash it.
On the one hand, that psycho jail has earned a good beating. On the other hand, I'm sure as hell not going back there.
Yeah, you know what? I feel kind of uncomfortable just staring at it like this. It's so surreal that that building that seemed so huge and menacing, now that we're outside of its bowels, has become something so tiny and distant.
We finally made it out, Harvey.
At last, we can make our dream of an ice cream parlor come true.
But we'll go and prove my father innocent first.
That too.
Wow.
Where, pray tell, shall I find a signature there? On the door plate? I will certainly not go near enough again to find out.
Man, we're not nearly far away enough from that place to be safe. So Aluman is up here, isn't he? So he is. Bank. Oh, they forgot to translate it.
Nice place. A bit bulky, don't you think? I'll bring Dr. Marcel before the bench. That's a promise.
Yeah, you probably should, actually. But down the line.
Why do you make it this bench, Harvey?
That's something for old people, pigeons, and skaters.
Anyway, Alu, what are you doing?
What's Alu up to now? Hello, old dog. Did you overcome your little accident?
Nicka wooka bicka bucka dicka daka pang.
Nice.
Oh.
What exactly are you doing?
When we had this accident, and I was thrown through the air, that's when I had a vision.
Shoes that grow with your feet.
Nonsense. I know how I can be turned into a being of pure energy now.
We all prayed for that.
I need to be struck by lightning.
It doesn't look like there's going to be a thunderstorm today.
Don't bother me with trivialities. After I've been converted into a being of pure energy, I can make thunderstorms happen whenever I want.
Listen, Alu, man. You've been a nice guy, and it really is a serious problem that you don't eat, but this? I don't know, man. I think something has changed here.
Have you seen the Keymaster?
He's better off not showing his face around me. My Buddhist mindset prohibits me from all animus. But I think Hari and Mari are pretty upset because of the accident.
I thought they looked quite content sitting down there in the sedan.
Surely they're contemplating ripping his tongue out and breaking his spine.
Madi is playing cards.
After that, they'll bend up his toenails.
And Hadi is enjoying a smoke.
And then they'll rip his skin from his bones with an old rusty nail. I'm glad I'm so mentally balanced.
Maybe he used to be really violent before he embraced Buddhism and has gone a bit too far the other way.
Can I borrow your antioxidant?
No, I need it to enhance my conductivity. After lightning has struck me, then you can have it.
Great. In that case, I get it anyway. Do you think the shock therapy could be reversed?
Interesting thought. You mean a correct prediction could charge you electrically?
What? No, I didn't mean that. What I meant was...
generating electricity through precognition. That's in accordance with my theories. That implies that I would not only be omnipotent as an energy being, I'd also be omniscient. If only that lightning would strike me already.
Good luck. I'll go now.
Don't get yourself in trouble.
I can't promise that.
That is no moon. It's a space station.
Even emperors and kings of ancient times wanted to conquer the moon. Alas, they all failed.
Oddly philosophical for you, Edna.
Ow! Ow!
Back to normal. We gotta get farther away from this place, or they are going to find us. Oh, I see. They have put up a... Well, it's not a barricade exactly, it's just a truck. It's like the one from the sequel, actually. Bladder.
I can't believe he still has to go.
Yeah, he's probably been urinating continuously all day. Oh, we could steal this van. Oh, but we lost all of our stuff we could use, except the hammer, but...
Hey, what's that? Is there somebody in the van?
Get all kinds of out. And he'll be in the van, and then we can get past for some reason. We're not sure why we would want to be doing that, but... I mean... Oh no, he's just busy. He's still peeing.
Look, Harvey. His bladder just won't empty.
He has a true superpower.
I think we can all agree that we wish we were Bladder. Okay, so maybe honking the horn was a really bad idea. Let's do something a little different, okay? Clutch. Let's see, I guess this is what we would start with.
I can't put it in neutral.
Okay, well, I guess, this is what we'll do. Why isn't it doing anything? Shouldn't we be... Oh, there's the problem. Okay, now.
I can't put it in neutral.
That's odd. I'm not familiar with the clutch.
I can't put it in neutral. The lighter is missing.
Okay, how many things can we screw up in this car? Everything.
The steering lock is activated.
Okay, you know what? First of all, Edna, you clearly... Actually, hold on. Oh, there we go.
What's this? It's been welded on.
Well, that's odd. It's almost like they didn't want to have it in our inventory.
This is long since expired. I don't believe you can save lives.
I got a degree from the Harvard Medical School, thank you very much.
Oh, geez. Now, it's true that we probably have, I'd say, at least another week before he's done urinating. What we really need to do is get off that way, but as long as he's looking in that direction, we won't be able to. Actually, what happens if we do this?
I'd rather not draw his attention.
That's a good idea. Well, we could knock him unconscious like we did with Holgor.
I'd rather not draw his attention.
Fair enough. We only did that with Holgor because we had no choice. Okay. Well... Yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do. Nah, she doesn't want to remark on this lone shrub. Oh, man. Edna running out of the asylum while Marcel ineffectively shakes his fists. Really was a fantasy, wasn't it? Here's another area, then. Oh, there's the urine. Charming.
Dark and unfathomable. Yoo-hoo! If there's anyone down there with concrete blocks on their feet, I'd rather not know.
Let's take the river.
I flunked the exam as a domestique.
There's nothing else down here. But maybe, I don't know, we could... What could we do? She doesn't want to acknowledge the urine stream. I don't blame her. But why is this area even here? Use the river.
Ugh. Isn't it a bit cold to go swimming?
Yeah, probably. Certainly the way you're dressed. I mean... Well, actually, the way you're dressed, no wonder you're cold.
What do you think of a dip in the moonlight?
I don't think the moonlight can get you really clean.
Since when do you fancy cleanliness?
I don't, but you can't get very dirty from moonlight either.
You're right. Let's forget about the dip.
You get plenty dirty for all that, like, pond slime. I'm not even going to comment on this, since urine is actually sterile. Get a pot of water.
What am I supposed to do with a bucket full of muck?
We could set up a trap for the evil Largo Legrande.
Where do you pick up this nonsense?
I read a lot.
Yeah, Harvey, he's a pretty sophisticated guy. Just splash around in the muck.
I'd better keep the mallet handy. Maybe a creepy swamp creature lives in this morass.
Hopefully it likes polo as much as we do.
Well, not much is gonna come of that, is it? Well, what we need is a lightning strike. Now, I don't really know what good rust remover would do for us. But I guess it could do us some good. Hit him over the head.
Look, Alu, I've got a groovy polo mallet.
I see. And?
Nothing really.
In that case, Wooga!
I really do hate to see Alu like this. But all heroes fall, sooner or later.
Sturdy. I see. So you really transported mob celebrities?
I sure did. I've had all kinds of them in here, even Harper once. Oh yeah, those were the days.
Well, well.
I suppose she imagines Marcel is connected to the mob.
There's a tow rope in there.
See, he's a man who comes prepared. What do you think of it, Harvey?
Look, Harvey, a tow rope.
Wow, this is just as good as a combination of a bullwhip, a rubber chicken, and a snap hook.
Yeah. I guess. What the heck are we gonna do with a tow rope? I really have no clue. Actually, hold on, I want to check something. Sure enough, I wish I'd known about this sooner. I read that the space bar lets you see all the things you can click on. And it does. I wish I had realized this.
A side door to the unknown.
Well, we know what it leads to. Something horrible.
Why can't you be opened?
Why does the wind blow? Why does the grass grow?
Must be related to Bob Dylan. Locked.
Anyway, so we have the steering wheel, the ignition, ashtray, ventilation.
The ignition key is missing. I can't put it in neutral.
What are we missing here? And I've tried using everything. It's not in park anymore. Actually, hold on, I think I put it in park. I forget, it's been so long since I've actually driven a car. I don't remember how the parking brake works anymore. Well, darn. Oh, there's that church. If only we could walk to it.
A house with a pointed hat.
Like a garden gnome.
Hello?
Well said, church. Harvey, what are your opinions on Christianity?
Look, Harvey. A house with a pointed hat.
I bet there's a clown living there.
Yeah, that's about what I expected. Won't get it sneaky-like.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you weren't looking just now.
See, at least she's honest about trying to steal.
Grab on, Alu. I'll save you.
That's nice of you, but completely unnecessary. What might look as if I were about to very, very slowly fall off the railing really is a form of meditation. This way, I'm attracting the lightning to me, and lightning will turn me into a being of sheer energy.
The plan seems to be perfect.
Okay. So it seems what we need to do is know how to use a clutch. You better believe I don't. I barely know how to drive with it all. I hate cars. Well, I mean, I don't hate them. They're very useful, but I sure don't like driving them. So what can we do?
Oops! It's
There
starting
we
to roll
go.
away.
Hey, what's going on? Stop!
Isn't Edna still inside? I believe he is. Or, I believe she is. Well, what can I say? What works, works.
There are more vehicles. Even a police car. I'll have to find another way.
Well,
I can see the river down there.
we'll throw it across. There we go. Now let's see, climb down.
That is too dangerous from here.
Well, since when has that stopped you? At this point, dangerous isn't our concern. But no, it's true. You would probably just break your legs. And it would be pretty difficult to get away with both of your legs broken, wouldn't it? Okay, you know what? Can we just... There we go. Well, we got across. Maybe we should let Hody and Modi, or however the heck they pronounce their weird names know. Oh, there it is. Maybe we can convince him to let us in.
Let me in! Let me in! I really feel like I could take on the world right now, but then the world isn't rusted tight.
So that's the problem, huh? Rust.
No can do. The lock is rusted tight.
Well, that's why we need that rust remover, isn't it? But how are we gonna get it? Well, let's see, there's an electrical malfunction going on in the van right now, isn't there? Maybe...
Oh, hello.
Have you sorted things out?
Well, there's something about electricity going on in here, isn't there?
Can I try again?
Sure. Pick a card.
3 times in a row, huh? Maybe there's a pattern to it.
The second from the left. Are you certain?
Worked once before, and it worked
Right.
again.
Second round.
Let's see. Maybe third from the right?
Third card. Positive.
Well, I mean, it's the third from left from my perspective, but... Damn.
Wrong. Next try. The second from the left.
Yeah.
Are you certain? Wrong. Next try. Okay. The first one.
Yeah. The first
Are you
one.
sure?
What's he playing at
Wrong.
here?
Next try.
There's gotta be some kind of pattern. You're one clever man, Marty. More so than I gave you credit for at first.
So, the last one. Totally convinced? Wrong. Next try. The third card.
This
Positive.
can't just be random. How this correlates to electric shocks, I cannot say for certain. But I found the secret.
So, the last one. Totally convinced?
But the one way to win is cheating.
The third card. Positive.
Fortunately, Edna's a master of human psychology.
The second from the left. Are you certain?
She should be a master of psychology at this point, after all her time in the ward. Wasn't it 9 years, Marcel said? How long has he been torturing her?
Right. Third round.
And yet she still stays so optimistic and kind through all of it. Well, kind after a way.
Okay. The first one. Are you sure? Right again. You've made it.
Ouch! The auto body gave me an electric shock.
That's crazy. The same thing happened to me when I won the last time.
Is there anything else?
I'll be going then.
Don't let the door hit you on your way out.
Now, I guess we might have electricity powers now. So hey, Alu. Just want to try this.
Ouch! What was that?
Lightning! You've been struck by lightning!
Really? It didn't feel like anything I expected. It was so unspectacular.
Anyway, you're a creature of energy now.
Yes. That seems to be the case.
So why don't you start acting like one? Wooga!
Wooga?
Wooga!
Wooga!
Well, Alu, I'm sorry, man.
Hello, old dog.
Wooga!
He's gone.
Now that you are a being of pure energy, I guess you won't be needing this anymore.
Wooga!
I won't forget you, Alu, man. Either they'll find you or they'll find you dead. Alright. Wonder if Bladder ever caught that car. I don't know. We could probably follow a stream of urine and locate him, but I don't really think it's worth it. Her model becomes so much more loosely defined when she's not just in her default walking animation.
The master key is still warm. Not a hint of rust yet. No way! Dr. Marcel's signature wouldn't be authentic without the rust. Barkeep's best. Prevents rusty throat. Not necessary. Those are pot holders for non-stick pots. Not necessary. It's made out of stainless steel. No, I want the blood of my enemies to stay where it is. Harvey is much too agile to get rusty.
The many uses of rust in our language. Well, let's remove this oxidation.
Let's see how good this stuff really is.
Hope it's not rusty anymore. Is it rusty anymore? There we go. Well, we still never found the Keymaster, did we? Did he get past the barrier somehow? Well, this is the church that Lily visits in the second game briefly, or maybe it is.
This is the last resting place for Henry Miller. He won the Monterey Binge Trophy every year. Deirdre, figure skating until late spring.
A new one, huh?
Last resting place of Mattis Conrad. This is my father's grave, Harvey. So it really is true. He is dead after all. What can I do, Harvey? Where shall I go?
Calm down, Edna. Let's just stick to our plan. We'll make our way home. Then we'll look for compromising evidence against Dr. Marcel. We'll be okay. I'm sure of it.
Thanks, Harvey. What do you make of these other graves? What do you think of death?
What do you think of it, Harvey?
Let's get out of here, okay?
You're not frightened, are you?
What? No, not a bit. Can we please go now?
So, Edna's frightened here, is she? I don't blame her. In fact, I'm not even going to try vandalizing graves. That's just out of the question.
John Henry Suckinson, vacuum cleaner salesman.
Named appropriately. This'll be a last save, I betcha.
There's something creepy about this church. Do I look that strong? I don't feel like I am.
Yeah, you'd think that we'd be almost in ecstasy after escaping. I'm just kind of more scared.
I don't want to. There's a road leading to our old house behind this gate.
Well, open it.
It's locked.
Well, maybe we'll find something in here.
This is something like a ham radio for theologists. The company logo. A forerunner of TV.
Oh. Of all the things I expected to find in here, I can honestly say it wasn't this.
He doesn't exactly look like a rocker, but he doesn't look like your average reverend either. Hello? You have a visitor.
Just a moment, please. I'm watching this.
But I need the key to the church gate.
Wait a second. You're Edna. Mattis Conrad's daughter.
What? You knew my father?
Did I know your father? The story of your father has become legend. Don't you remember what happened back then?
No. In fact, I forgot everything. Tell me now. I want to hear the whole story.
Yes, I think you should know. You probably know that your father was convicted for the murder of a child. He was given the death penalty.
Yes, I've heard that. But I don't believe it.
And he was not the perpetrator, indeed.
I knew it.
Actually, the whole thing happened like this. What's that? Is somebody playing the organ?
That's not important now. Just tell me what happened.
No, I have to check. I'll be back in a moment. Now you just wait here, and don't touch anything.
All right.
You have to promise.
Yeah, I won't touch anything. I promise.
Good girl. See you in a bit. I'll tell you everything when I get back.
Well, we won't touch anything, but we can look at things.
Nice stereo.
Yeah, you know, I mean, there's nothing inherently anti-Christian about rock.
Come on, Harvey. We need to get our mental stability verified first. Then we'll have plenty of time to steal TV sets from churches.
I guess we are kind of like Harvey, aren't we?
Not exactly the Vienna Boys Choir.
Yeah, that is a surprising one for him to have.
Not exactly the Vienna Boys Choir.
Okay, that goes for all of them. Jesus Zombie Massacre sounds pretty good, though. What's this? What's a magazine?
This is a special interest magazine for guitar players.
I get it, so he's a guitarist. B. Geldof's mum. Not a very attractive woman, but, well, yeah, this is some music. It's been too long since I've played pianos to know whether that's an accurate representation of the keys, but it probably is. Not sure why that's here, though. Well, I mean, clearly it's because he's practicing guitar. We're gonna have to play that organ, aren't we? I guess so. Maybe we'll have a rock organ concert.
Not bad.
I'm not so optimistic. I think we've waited long enough. Where's the organ? Oh, there's the organ, or there the pipes. Where's the key? Oh, there's a keyboard. Well, whoever played it was probably the keymaster. Oh, I get it, because he's a keyboardist. That's not the sense that I thought that he was a keymaster.
Plan B, in case the organist is ill.
Makes sense, actually. So here are the keys. The thing about organs is that they have two sets of keys. I've never understood how that works. They are a powerful instrument, though, the organ. So let's play that song, I guess. So first is E, then... Let's see, so it's E, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. After A, the next one is D, so A, B, C, D. And then in their little song, the next one is... Oh, it's A again. So this is D, so it's A, B, C. So it's C, B, A. And the final one is... I can't tell if it's... I think it's G. Nothing. Oh. Now, maybe that would have been a good idea. Well, let's try that again. There we are. Now we're moving somewhere. Now we're playing with fire. Lord have mercy on our soul. Wait a minute. They were pointing at the black keys, weren't they? I misinterpreted that diagram. It's a pretty lousy musical instruction book, if I may say so myself. This is more like it. Nothing. Chairs again, eh?
Additional seating for holidays.
Yeah, even our old chair leg is gone. And it's been with us since the start. Oh.
This is how you clean the organ pipes. I can't make out anything in there. That could be because there's nothing in there.
It's about what I'd expect. Why are we trying to play with the organ anyway? Let's get... What's out here? Oh, it's locked.
Locked.
I mean, I saw that coming. You know, we can go up even higher.
But... What?
Ah, Edna.
What happened here? What have you done?
That's what you get when you free an insane man from an asylum. You should never have done this.
But you said I should make a key for you.
And why did you listen to me? I shouldn't be free. Edna, you should have known this.
Everybody has a right to freedom.
Have a close look at the poor Reverend. Edna, that's what the freedom you gave me looks like. This is your creation.
But...
I have taken precautions, so this will never happen again. I've locked us both up in here. I can't be allowed out in the world ever again.
I can't stay here. I've got to get to my father's house.
You have no choice. This is a puzzle that even you won't be able to solve. How do you manage to escape without setting me free at the same time?
The Reverend is dead. He's He's dead!
It's not my fault. Honestly.
We should get out of here as fast as we can. This guy is a real psychopath.
Yeah, you know, I think you're right. I think the Keymaster is a lot worse than what I... Well, I guess he's exactly what I expected, isn't he?
Made in Motown. Tuned to J minor 7.
Let's get out of here.
What do you think, Harvey? Is this my fault?
Don't think like that, Edna. You only had the best of intentions.
And they say the road to hell is paved with them. You know, we could just, well...
I already marked the mallet. It's mine now. And whoever tells you differently is a liar.
Still that childish even now, huh, Edna? Well, you know, we could just knock him unconscious. We'd be very justified.
Don't try any funny stuff.
I won't. I won't try any funny stuff, Keymaster.
I can see the Alpha, but where is the Omega?
You're just standing in his blood. Okay, this situation went from, I don't know, maybe a 2 or a 3 to a 10 really damn fast.
Wow, impressive pipes.
Now how can we get out of here? I suppose this door is locked too, since he's locked us in.
Strange. It's locked all of a sudden. I'd better take it somewhere where there's a wall plug. There. Now it's powered up, and the acoustics should be better as well.
What can we do? Music is going to be the key to this.
Looks comfy.
It was. That man was the Reverend was just being all comfy here, and then we come along and this is really bad. Because of course it looks like Edna did it. Maybe she did. Actually, hold on.
Nah, you can die for your own sins.
Yeah, she's not gonna give up, is she? Can we use this? Okay, we can turn it on and off. Better have it on. Can we just use the guitar?
I won't lug it around any further. Not even an inch.
Harvey, what do you make of this?
What do you make of it, Harvey?
Exactly.
Rock and roll!
I don't think Harvey quite appreciates the gravity of the situation.
Jesus, Mary and Joseph. Elevator music? Better press stop.
Well, this is a good place for Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. What if the red switch is flipped? And what changes if both of them are flipped? Anything? So the Keymaster, we know, is a musician. Of a kind, at least. Maybe we can play the organ, but no, the issue is he has the key, doesn't he? Oh, wait a minute, they show you the key numbers. Well, Mr. Keymaster?
I still can't believe what you did.
You'd better believe it, but do so quietly. If at all possible, I need to contemplate.
The Keymaster is not his own man. Well, let's do this the best way we can. Follow in the book.
Sounds like someone playing the guitar. Is that you, Harvey?
Hey! Don't make so much noise down there! If you don't stop doing that, you'll create feedback!
He's right. The strings are vibrating in harmony with the organ.
Here we go. Only some of the strings are. I see. Well, this strange diagram in the book does show key correspondences to the guitar strings. Perhaps we only need to play the keys that correspond to those guitar strings. Well, in that case, how about this? E, A, D, oh, wait a minute, I think I played this wrong already. Okay, let's get out of here. Let's start over our little concert. Maybe we'll agitate the Keymaster so much he'll fall and die, and I shouldn't even be talking like that. Let's just do this and see what happens. In any case, the man's responding to it. Damn it. Nothing. Oh, geez, I need to remember my musical notation. It's been years, though, since I played a piece of sheet music. But let's think about this. First of all, the diagram in this Reverend's book is really terrible. It's practically just totally useless. So to be clear, these keys have no correspondence with the guitar. No, none. The diagram in the book seems to indicate the same thing. The diagram indicates only E, G, H, and D is having any correspondence. Wait, H? B, C, D, E, F, G. It only goes up to G, I thought. Doesn't it? I mean, I don't know how organs work, admittedly. They could do all sorts of bizarre things. And I would be none the wiser. Maybe we need to play them in the order the X's appear on the guitar strings in the book. Although why, I can't quite imagine. It's all in the build-up. The old Keymaster will have to respond somehow, sooner or later. You know, if you hit random keys long enough, something's gonna happen. After all her commitment to non-violence, Edna's ended up with blood on her hands.
Hey, this rocks!
Stop it! This is horrible! Turn that off!
That was fun.
Hey, wanna have a word, Keymaster?
I still can't believe what you did.
You'd better believe it, but do so quietly. If at all possible, I need to contemplate.
But now what? We caused some kind of noise resonance, which obviously rather upset the guy. But what else could we do?
It's a powerful amp.
We're obviously not gonna get this Keymaster to repent.
No time to listen to music.
What can we do with these headphones? Well, if we plug them into the amp, the problem is that then... what are we gonna do? We obviously aren't gonna be able to just give them to the Keymaster.
I don't want to play with headphones on. What would have been the point of lugging the amp around?
You see, I was thinking the same thing. What's the point of the headphones? Oh. Well, now we are just using them with...
All right, I'll take it again, but I'll leave it plugged in. The cable doesn't seem to be very long, though. It isn't a Walkman.
I thought maybe we could take the tape and we could say... record the noise, although I don't know what I would do with that either.
Thanks to these headphones, I can't hear the tootling anymore.
But why? Wait a minute. We could give him the headphones because he could use them as like ear muffs or something, right?
All right. I'll take it again, but I'll leave it plugged in. The cable doesn't seem to be very long, though.
Or wait a minute.
The headphone cable isn't long enough. I'll put it back for now.
What?
Now I can move on.
Well, alright, leave the headphones plugged into the Walkman if you want. Don't mind the corpse, okay? Don't mind the blood, it's all pink, like if it was in the sequel.
Don't make any noise up there! I'll come and get you!
We could perhaps cut down the body.
My pinking shears would lose all of their teeth.
I guess I'm not surprised.
What do you think of this bell, Harvey?
I've got bigger bells.
Harvey, behave.
What do you mean? I'm a talented bell ringer. I love bells.
With my bare hands?
Don't make any noise up there! I'll come and get you!
Oh. Could we smash the window? Yes, actually. Not to disrespect you, O Lord, but we have some important things to do now.
I already marked the mallet. It's mine now. And whoever tells you differently is a liar.
See, okay, so you can skip them, but... yeah, it's not getting any more broken. Well, so much for that plan. What else could we do? What if we do this?
Someone must have scraped the rust off before me.
Someone must have had too much time on his hands.
Some people just can't be real.
Yeah.
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 Let someone else clean the pipes. Who knows where previous organ cleaners have been?
There's gotta be some way to amplify the noise.
Hey, this rocks!
Whoa! Stop it! This is horrible! Turn that off!
That was fun. I didn't have the faintest idea. I still can't believe what you did.
You'd better believe it. But do so quietly. If at all possible, I need to contemplate.
What was that scream? Oh no. I didn't mean to do that. Or did I? All this can't be true. Wake me up, Harvey. Please? Harvey? Harvey? Say something.
I'm sorry, Edna. I just had the feeling as if I...
What? What's up? Do you remember something?
Oh, nothing. We've got more important things to do right now. Take the key and let's get out of here as fast as we can, okay?
You took the words right out of my mouth, Harvey. Home. Finally.
What now?
I can remember things. But just little details. I used to set ants on fire in that flower bed over there. In this pond, I used to blow up frogs. It all feels smaller than it used to. Let's try to get inside. Then we'll look for my room. I used to write a diary. Maybe it's still there. I'm sure I'll be able to remember everything with that. I remember that one of those ugly gnomes had the key for the door. Was it you? Never!
We should give this gnome a mustache.
All right, but let's wait until we have better light. We're home now, Harvey. We have all the time in the world to make it comfortable.
I wish it were that simple. Ugh. This place has seriously gotten overgrown.
Hey, our old living room is behind that door.
No one's lived here for ages, have they?
My old umbrella. It's only genuine if it has 300 holes. Look, Harvey, the old living room.
Exactly how we left it. Creepy.
Do you remember this garden furniture, Harvey?
Sure, Mattis used to sit out here a lot.
It all seems like it was yesterday, and yet everything is different now.
Home ain't quite like you remembered it. Is it, Edna?
So this is where I live. Locked.
Not surprising. It's an abandoned property now, though. I half expect it belongs to Dr. Marcel, but he's the sort of fellow who'd probably use it. I guess it's a scene of a crime, isn't it?
I used to throw firecrackers in here on the 4th of July.
Always been a little hellion, huh?
So this is where I live. I remember that one of these ugly gnomes had the key for the door. Maybe one of your buddies, huh? What are you ordering? 3 punches in the face? What do you make of this gnome, Harvey?
It should be lined up against a wall with the others.
Harvey!
What? Gnomes with pointed hats are rebellious insurgents without exception. Think of Papa Smurf. Or Karl Marx.
He did, he's a bit short of that, though, isn't he? Master Key won't be much good on this. Any of you gnomes want it?
Didn't Dad always hide a key in one of the gnomes? Don't worry. You're not gonna die of lung cancer, I can assure you. Well, catch anything yummy in the cesspool? Whatever it is, I'm sure it's fitting.
Geez, Edna, no need to be so aggressive.
You think you know breakdancing? I'll give you something broken.
And she's been managing to stay so cool through this whole time, too.
Are you looking at me? Do you want to fight? I think my father kept the key in one of these gnomes. It wasn't this one.
I mean, there have been hints of certain violent tendencies.
And I'm gonna use it. I think my father kept the key in one of these gnomes. It wasn't this one.
No, it wasn't that one, was it? Was it this one?
I think my father kept the key in one of these gnomes. It wasn't this one.
Such desolation. And yet the garden gnomes remain.
I think my father kept the key in one of these gnomes. It wasn't this one.
Well, I think we know which gnome it was.
I guess it's just you and me now, Django. Well, look at that. Here's the key. It's always the one you try last.
Let's go around to the front. No barricade tape blocking off that door. Oh, I'm sorry, Edna.
This rain barrel is home to a myriad of water fleas.
Oh, Edna.
This is my old buddy Harvey. Do you want to take a bath, Harvey?
Ick! No!
I can see our kitchen.
Wow!
I wonder if the both of them will get along. I can hardly wait to be back home. Finally. Oh no! It's broken and stuck in the lock now.
Maybe we can break down the door.
Oh, Harvey, this is our home. I don't want to destroy anything here. Not any more than it's already destroyed anyway. Dad, are you home?
It was worth a try.
It will never be like it used to be, will it? I'll never get the broken key out of there with my bare hands.
We could cut ourselves a hole through the door.
Don't you have any constructive pieces of advice?
No, only destructive ones.
Yeah, story of her life, isn't it? Well, I guess we could use the pen to get it out of the door.
Dad forbade me to scribble on the door.
But Mattis isn't here.
I wish he was.
Perhaps we could poke it out with the key.
It doesn't fit here. How could it? I'll never get the broken key out of there with my bare hands.
Well, wait, we still have the pot. Maybe we could get a Water?
I can do the dishes later.
How could we get the key out of there? Oh. Wait, hold on.
He started it.
That is no moon. It's a space station.
There we go. The missing piece. The old shed.
I can see a lot of tools that might be useful.
It's probably locked though, isn't it? Oh, it isn't for once. So many things.
Those are only for people who don't like to get their hands dirty.
Oh, a spoon! Or something like that.
Why? It isn't autumn yet. I often used to play in the leaves with Alfred. Most of the time, we made one big heap. Then we jumped down into it from the shed roof.
Alfred never dared.
I guess I'll never find out if our plan with the pointy stones would have worked. My favorite game was Hunt the Frog.
Yeah, Alfred really was afraid of the lawnmower.
And with good reason, too.
Do you remember our hyper-realistic snowman?
It appeared so true to life, and nobody knew our secret.
Nobody besides Alfred.
Yeah, but he couldn't tell anyone with the carrot in his mouth. A colorful potpourri. I really can't make use of it, and I don't entirely understand why Dad kept it.
Maybe he wanted this to look more like a tool shed.
It belonged to Dad's bike. It was the only thing left after my great idea about the bus and the bike chain. No, these two teeth are the only ones he's got left.
She did kill Alfred, didn't she? But surely, what would Marcel care about her memory as far as that goes? Why would he care about making her forget that? And why would he have already been against her or I guess we don't really know that he was against her at all for so long.
Good idea. Great. I have the remains of the broken key. Look, Harvey, I broke the key.
Nice going, Clumsy. Now we can't get into your room.
The forest has reached Dunsinane. I'd better get some tools.
Dig him up.
Right. This will take care of the weeds.
There we go. Just the same one from our flashback.
So this is how it looks from this side.
Yeah, all those memories of being locked down there. And yet she really does love Mattis, doesn't she?
Oh no, it's jammed. On top of everything. No, the pliers don't have enough whammo.
Just the same as it was. Probably even more spiders now.
Hey, isn't this the wood from the first flashback? No, I don't want to wake up the spiders. Does this firewood remind you of anything, Harvey?
Yes, but we already had that flashback.
Ah, I remember.
Is the marmalade still there? No, it's gone. No, it is still there. Oh, God.
It's so non-perishable that Dad used it as an ointment for bruises. An old, boring cardboard box.
But it's not boring. Everything here has a certain aura almost of unreality about it. The fact that we could return here is almost unimaginable.
I never understood what those gleaming white towels were doing in the coal cellar. A sensational assortment of sensual summer shades. A well-aged mushroom soup. Over 10 years, in fact. It's the only thing still alive in this house. This is where I used to play booger flipping all the time. The water must have been cut off. I wonder who watered it all these years.
Oh, so it's also alive then.
Locked. Dad's coat was ragged even back then. It's so dusty I can't even see myself. Everything's dead here. This door hasn't been used in a long time. I can see the porch. Well, see is an exaggeration. I can guess it's there because I know that it is. I remember this painting. It shows the landscape from a Cold Cuts commercial. The old mahogany table. It used to have a beautiful shiny finish. Do you remember this table, Harvey?
This is where we sat, solved jigsaw puzzles, and played Spanish Inquisition with Alfred.
I wonder if his toenails ever grew back. Look, Harvey, our old painting.
Obviously, even the burglars didn't want it.
Look, Harvey, Dad's coat. It shows me what's outside the house. Darkness. Everything's quiet out there. We're home at last, Harvey.
Let's find your room. Then we'll have truly made it all the way.
This is where I always tried to get out of brushing my teeth. Hello? Anybody home? It's so dusty I can't even see myself. Bloop. Apparently I'm slowly losing my ability to imitate sounds. I don't remember my bathtub being a convertible. Look, Harvey, that's you.
Eee! Why didn't somebody tell me I had food stuck in my teeth?
My father never allowed me to play with it, but I can't see him anywhere. I was never allowed to play with it back then. And now, I don't know if I'd still enjoy it.
Come on! We can finally smoke out Alfred's ant ranch!
Alfred is dead, Harvey.
How long do ants live?
This was my father's quill. Oh, Dad. Sometimes my father worked so late that a candle like this would burn to the stump. I can see the moon through this window, like it used to be. That's Mattis's bed. Hey, this is a picture of me. I gave it to my father, and it shall stay with him. I remember that being much bigger. Everything's quiet out there. We're home at last, Harvey.
Let's find your room. Then we'll have truly made it all the way.
Do you know when this picture was taken, Harvey?
I don't think I was there.
Are you trying to tell me something, Edna?
Your fault. Your fault. Your fault.
Ah, no! Stop that! Hey, I remember now. This was the star in the second flashback. Just a second. There's only forest out there. Do you remember how we learned how to forge signatures?
Did it have something to do with rockets and giant asparagus?
No.
Then yes, in that case I remember.
The whole world painted on a bowling ball. Oh, yes. I remember that being much bigger. Am I Atlas or something? Do you want to sit down for a moment, Harvey?
Not necessary. We're almost there. Besides, I was being carried the whole time.
What country are we from, by the way?
Hard to tell. We used to torment Alfred with spitballs during geography lessons. So let's say Peru.
What? Why?
We learned to spit from the llamas.
You'll never get me! I'm back now. Everything's gonna be fine. The plan still seems to be alive. Maybe not all hope is lost yet. I'll light it in memory of Dad. Later. If you could only tell me what happened back then. This door hasn't been used in a long time. Locked. The shards have already been baked. I just have to find a way to reverse the process now. Maybe he'll be of some use now after all those years of misery. Look, Harvey! Garden gnome casserole.
It's still unnervingly ugly, even as a pile of shards.
I think I could use some mud right now. I'll make an impression by pressing the individual parts into the clay. Great! It worked!
We learn from past examples. Who could forget our caper making that master key, right?
Let's see what this old furnace can do. What worked one time The mold is finished. But where do I get the molten gold from this time?
Tricky.
Okay, maybe this will help. I'm terribly sorry about this, but I have to melt down the master key again. Children, the gold is ready. Good idea. I'll pour the gold into the mold. Ouch! Hello, 10-year-old mushroom soup. I'm back.
Welcome home, Edna. It's stirring to see you again.
Same here. It's always nice to see a familiar fungus. I think it's your turn to do the dishes.
No, this I remember very clearly. It's definitely your turn.
You sure? Oh. Yippee! My own front door key! My father didn't want me to have one.
That was to prevent you from escaping your room. After all, the same key fits the lock of your bedroom, too.
And she had been so lucid. But you know, some people really can't control themselves very well.
This really is my old room. I've made it, at last. The only thing I need now is my diary. Do you remember where I used to keep it, Harvey?
Strange. This memory is still hazy. But I think with all these items here, it should be easy to tempomorph to the past one last time.
Oh yeah. We'll just hide the diary someplace where I'll be able to find it in the present.
Or we could just have a look at it right away.
Even better. What are we waiting for? Let's go!
All right then, hang on.
I can't believe it. What am I doing wrong with you? Putting a lizard down the back of poor Alfred's shirt. Is this the way I raised you?
Right. I can remember that. My dad grounded me.
As if this door could ever contain us.
We're only interested in the diary, Harv.
Mr. Conrad! Mr. Conrad!
Great.
The return of the moron.
What's the matter, Alfred?
Will you punish Edna now?
I was about to do that, yes.
She has to be severely punished. The monster bit me in the shoulder. I won't be able to play the violin ever again.
Rest assured that the punishment will fit the crime, Alfred.
I hope so. My dad says your disciplinary actions for reprimanding this hyperactive lunatic
Thanks.
are, politely put, insufficient.
Oh, so that's what he says.
We should use a scorpion next time.
If you don't mind, I would like to keep watch personally, just to make sure that her full penalty is served.
Go ahead.
And now come out of here, please.
That stinking little weasel.
Just ignore him. Let's just try to find the diary.
Well, I'm not surprised that you would get a bit messed up with Marcel as your dad, but... A candle and hens just like Mattis has. Well, she takes after him on at least one count.
I feel so filthy.
No chance, Harvey. We've got more important things to do now than riding the tumble dryer.
Too bad. Hey, Edna. You love me more than this stupid elephant, right?
I love you both, Harvey.
Will you open the window for me, please?
Why not? Just ask properly, and I'll deliver.
Hey, Edna! Maybe we can use the closet somehow.
If you don't have any good suggestions, just keep them to yourself.
Look! There's your diary, Edna!
Well, I'll be... You're right! Let me get to it. I can't wait to refresh my memory. Hey, there's my diary.
Well, that's what I call easy. It's not like us to catch a break.
Finally, I'll be able to remember.
Yippee!
Wait a second. When was this murder that my father is supposed to have committed?
The Reverend said something about the 3rd of August.
According to the diary, that's today. You've temple morphed me back to the day of the murder.
Oops.
No. This is, in fact, very good. Now we can prove his innocence firsthand. We'll just have to find him and never let him out of our sight. Let's get out of here. Finally, we can prove his innocence. Hey, Apocalyptor, can you spare some time for a ride? He says no.
Well, Harvey, let's see if we can find Mattis. Oh, a woodpecker. And another window. Can we go through it? Not quite. Mattis himself. Knowing Marcel, it's no wonder Mattis is coming out as such an unpleasant person. Guys probably tried to craft him into a little monster. And a perfectly obedient child. Practically a slave in some way. More or less.
Isn't Alfred the ultimate slime ball?
That irritation of facial mucosa definitely needs a good wiping.
Hey, Edna, why don't you do what the woodpecker does?
What do you mean? Shall I knock on the door to draw Alfred's attention?
Oh, I was thinking you could bash your head against the wall. But your plan isn't bad either.
What is it?
Come on, Harvey.
Stop it or... Hey! Where did she go? Did she climb out the window?
We'd better split up to find Mattis. I'll look upstairs, you look downstairs.
And if I find him?
You come and get me, of course.
All right. Edna?
Yes, Harvey?
What if Mattis really is a psychotic killer?
Don't be ridiculous, Harvey. Mattis couldn't hurt a fly.
It was just a thought. I didn't want to admit it to Edna, but I'm a little scared. Edna!
What's up, Harvey?
It's Mattis! He's making soup out of children!
I don't know what you mean.
I mean exactly what I just said! Mattis is the killer after all! Come on, let's go!
But what's going on? I don't understand one single word.
But he was here! He was standing at the oven and...
Cooking children. Don't you realize how ridiculous that sounds?
I must have been mistaken.
Just go on looking, okay?
What's going on here?
It's Edna's paranoias, isn't it? Perhaps a attempt to deflect guilt from herself.
Edna!
What now?
I'm certain this time! Mattis is burning children in the furnace!
No, he's not, Harvey.
Come with me! I'll prove it to you! This is... I don't get it!
Are you all right, Harvey? I'm beginning to be more concerned about you.
How can I be so mistaken? Can you lift me up a little?
Sure. What is it this time?
I don't know yet. It was Mattis again.
Come on, we'll both have a look. See? There's nothing there. I think we'd better call the whole thing off. It was an exhausting day. I might as well wait till tomorrow to restore my memory. The temple morphing doesn't seem to do you any good.
No, I'll manage. Let's keep on looking. Help me, Edna! I'm hallucinating!
What did you see this time?
I saw Mattis with the Prince of Darkness, and they...
Wait a second. Are those voices? There really is somebody on the porch. You stay here. I'll go have a look.
I think the two of them would make a nice couple. I could well imagine a future for them.
Your daughter, my son? Ha! One would have to recondition her thoroughly. Edna lacks all respect and is full of defiance.
But aren't you on the verge of a breakthrough in the field of... what do you call it?
Correction of character. That's exactly what your daughter needs.
After one of those treatments, there might still be a way she could... Oh, could you excuse me for a moment? What's this all about, Edna? You know full well you're supposed to be in your room.
I know, but...
No buts. The doctor is right. You're in serious need of a correction of character.
Please don't, Dad. I don't want to...
We'll speak about this later. Right now, you go back to your room. I'm pretty mad at you, young lady. And by the way, Try being nicer to Alfred, will you?
Nicer to Alfred? Don't make me laugh.
Shut up, Harvey. It's your fault, after all. What were all those lies supposed to mean anyway?
I've been thinking it over, and basically it's pretty simple. It's not my fault at all. I'm just a figment of your imagination, remember? So why wonder if I'm a little, well, inaccurate every once in a while? Especially when it comes to observations you couldn't possibly have made yourself.
Inaccurate is something different to completely and utterly absurd.
Are you mad at me now?
Oh, Harvey, I can't be mad at you.
Got you!
He's strangling me!
Alfred, what are you doing? Give Harvey back to me.
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
Please, Alfred. I'm really sorry. I've made a resolution to be nicer to you in the future.
Stop pretending! You're not the least bit sorry, you little monster! You're completely crazy! Not only do you try to kill me with lizards, you also talk to that ragdoll rabbit! Now you're surprised, aren't you? I read your diary. Harvey this and Harvey that, and Alfred is always the stupid toad, isn't he? But that will soon stop. I'll tell it all to my dad, and they'll take that stupid rabbit away from you. They might even lock you up in Dad's asylum with the other loonies. That's where you belong in my book. Edna talks to her ragdoll rabbit. Edna talks to her ragdoll rabbit.
Please, Alfred, don't!
Help me, Edna! He's hurting me!
What'll I do?
Push him!
What?
Push him! Just push him! Push him down the stairs!
Oh no. Now I can remember everything. It was me who killed Alfred. It was in the heat of the moment. I couldn't let him take Harvey away from me.
Yes, it was you. You killed my son. Your father took the blame to protect you. I promised him that I would take care of you. But I only saw one way of doing that. I tried to create you anew, like a blank sheet of paper on which to start a new story, to erase all your tomfoolery. I nearly succeeded on many occasions, but you always found a way back to your memories. It's only now that I understand the root of the problem. Your ragdoll rabbit, Harvey. He is the anchor that moors you to the past. If you destroy him, you can finally live in peace without guilt.
Don't listen to him! He'll destroy everything that is you! All your creativity! All that fun! Look, he's standing in the exact same spot his son was! Just a little push, and we'll be free at last! He's the only one who knows of our guilt!
Oh no. What will I do?
Edna bricht aus diesem Irrenhaus. Doch wie kommt sie auf die Schnelle aus dieser Gummizelle?
Wollen wir den Mond anzünden?
Habe gesagt.
Das ist ein Adventure. Was soll schon passieren?
Denn Edna bricht aus. Edna bricht aus. Edna bricht aus und kommt nie wieder. Edna bricht aus. Egal wie, Hauptsache raus. Erst durch den Lüftungsschacht, dann mit dem Auto durch die Nacht. Was will eigentlich Dr. Marcel? Bye bye, Dr. Marcel. Denn Edna bricht aus. Edna bricht aus. Edna bricht aus und kommt nie wieder.
And that was Edna Brichtaus. Or Edna Brichtaus, I mean. I was shaking a little bit through most of that ending. Perhaps it sounds silly. As I mentioned, there is a sequel, but having already played through this, I can assure you that any questions you might have, it does not answer. It's not entirely an unrelated story, but suffice to say that it's even less related than it may initially appear to be. Edna's story is, I suppose, one having to do with whether we choose to be free or to conform to order. It's perhaps a little too extreme of a polarity, which is actually addressed in the sequel, which takes a similar subject, and actually, the best ending involves rejecting the concept of the choice altogether. I suppose that Edna, her sort of violent tendencies began coming out when she was a child, in large part coaxed on by this personality she ended up attributing to her ragdoll rabbit, Harvey, whom Dr. Marcel was shockingly kind enough to let her keep with her even through her years in his asylum, undergoing his frankly unethical treatments to remove her memory so that her personality could be reconstructed from the ground up into his ideal, which more or less is Alfred. How much of this was really his promise to Mattis, and how much was simply done out of a hatred of her because of what she did to his son, we may never know. Though something changed in Marcel, as we do see in Harvey's new eyes. Also, I think that I prefer the breakout to Harvey's new eyes. The problem with Harvey's new eyes is that to me it feels a lot of the time as if they're putting being funny ahead of giving us a compelling story. Whereas the breakout, for the comparative simplicity of its story, it does take its story seriously. It's basically earnest. It wants to have us give us an emotional resonance with the events that happen, beyond just amusement. And with me at least, it definitely succeeded. Through it all, there manages to be something really bizarrely human about it. The fact that so much of it looks like it's drawn in marker, and the fact that so many frames of animation just aren't there, well, it somehow makes it more charming. It somehow complements that sense of humanness, or humanity, I mean. There really is no happy ending to Edna's story.